All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good afternoon. Let's have a look at something, shall we? I've been interested in this for a couple of weeks. I haven't had a chance to give it a shot, so we're going to do it right here. Aztez is the name of it. So, reason it was interesting to me, outside of a pretty cool aesthetic, was that it described itself as a side-scrolling Aztec bloody brawler and turn-based strategy management game. It's like, well, that's a combination of two things that I didn't expect to come together. So, let's have a bit of a look at that. Make sure everything's kind of set up the way it should be. It seems like it should, yeah. It seems like it's relatively simple, by the looks of it. Alright. Learn the fundamental skills. Sure, let's do that. So there's arena mode, campaign mode, and it's like training. Let me know if the sound is a little off. Basic way to get off the ground is... Oh god, it uses cursor keys. Alright, that's the first thing we're gonna change. So it's got a dash on A and S. And a block on D. Yeah, these seem like bad ideas. Can we, like, not? Alright. Let's maybe change them to more sensible things. Like have, you know, jump on space, not cursor up. Let's have grab... I mean, attack could be on, I don't know, my mouse button, maybe. Does that sound sensible? Yeah, it does. And block could be, I don't know, on the right mouse button. That also sounds kind of sensible. Grab could be on Q, and bash could be on E. As for dash, it's like, what is within reach? Shift? Shift. Don't all of these sound much smarter? As for blood absorb, put it on. Ah, there we go. That sounds like a much more sensible key layout. Oh look, it is. Big surprise. And then you have a sort of a... looks like a bash combo. There's your dash, so it's got a few iframes apparently. Good to know. That blocks that, alright. Yep. That's an up attack, so I can throw people into the air. Grab dying enemy. Oh, or, you know, do it properly maybe. So you grab them and then you sacrifice them, which in this case involves kicking them in the face repeatedly. I mean, I think probably they maybe expect to be able to use controller, but then again, at the start of the game, it clearly says you don't need to do that, so I'm really not exactly sure why it would ever recommend that. What do you mean you don't use the mouse for anything? You do. You use it for clicking. That's what's in your right hand. Have you ever used a PC before? Because, you know, that's what we use in our right hands, generally. You can use the keyboard for everything as well, but I just much prefer using the mouse, especially if you have a multi-button mouse. I can definitely do that tutorial slightly better on the indicator, but hey. Oh, so you can do like a long jump attack. Oh, that's neat. There's actually a surprising amount of depth to this, more than I expected. You can do sort of a dash and then jump and then a sort of dive kick. And like knock them mid-air. Oh my god, you can kick them mid-air and then air combo the shit out of them. That's nice. That's pretty great. Tough shit. The mouse is annoying on the screen. Welcome to video games on PC. Fucking deal with it. If there's no other mouse-driven part of the game, I could probably turn mouse capture off if you're so bothered by it. There are a lot of different combo moves in this game. The doing things in the air in particular is probably not necessary to teach the way that it thinks it is, but, you know. It's like an air down bash. I mean, do we really need that? Probably not. can't necessarily imagine a part of the game that would need something that complex to beat it. But if there is, that would be quite impressive. It's like an air dashing bash. Yes, that would be like the other kind, yep. Good lord, they just lay it into you, don't they? You know, teaching you grab earlier would have probably been better. So why don't you teach, you know, that's a thing that you need. Like, that you really, really need and is a key part of the combat system. Maybe teach people that before air, dash, cancel, block, dash, down, attack, bash, super, ultra, revenge, crit. Maybe. Yep. So basically what the game is teaching you is all of the combos are possible. But most of them seem entirely pointless. They just seem to be there for the sake of being there, which, I mean, is fine in of itself, but that's kind of not how you make a complex, in-depth sort of combat system. Where's... Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason it's not showing dash on the tutorial, probably because I rebound it, which isn't actually a good reason for anything. Grab a die. All right, well, okay. Well, I've got to just bash him over the head repeatedly. All right, so when he's dying, that's kind of when I can do it. Oh, that's neat. And that's when you do the sacrifice. Yes, parries. You know, this is... You should have taught me this earlier. To be entirely frank with that. Maybe teach me parry earlier than air dash combo, revenge, crit. Shit I will never fucking do. You gotta do it right as they attack you to parry them. They make it a little tricky because they use a bunch of sort of prep animations that you have to learn. There you go, and that's how the parry works. I don't know why there'd ever need to be 2 buttons for dash, honestly. Orange attacks can only be parried. I mean, I kind of like that there's as many options as there are for beating people in the face, but simultaneously, one has to wonder how necessary a lot of them are. Alright, so you can parry those if you get them right. I'm just gonna kind of learn what the animation is. I gotta say, like, I do kind of like how they fake you out a bit. Because a lot of these, like... Oh, well, there's an exclamation mark above their head, so that's when you go to parry. In quite a few games are a little more obvious than that. And as for those, basically don't get hit by them. There's a counter-attack. Of course there is. There's an everything in this game. Which is not a bad thing. At least it means basically... Wait, like, he's about to die, so... Alright, probably should have sacrificed him. The bash counter comes out slower, but hits both sides, alright. This is excessive. Like, I would have split this into several tutorials. Block cancel. Tap block to cancel move at any time. Well, yeah. Yep. Oh, this is a different weapon with a different moveset. Between weapons. It really is, like, this was very clearly made by someone who has experience in fighting games. Oh, you can combo mid-thing. That's pretty cool, too. Either that or who maybe has, like... It's, yeah, they're using terms like high-level mix-up. Yeah, this was made by fighting game players. A weapon switch counter. I mean, sure, why would there not be that? Why not just put everything in the game and try and have you learn it all at once? That's a bad idea, by the way, devs. Please don't ever do that. I appreciate your depth. I do not appreciate the way you're trying to teach it. Fill up your blood meter using the blood absorption to perform a god attack, apparently. And I do love my brawlers, and so far it's looking like I'm gonna like this one too, but come the fuck on. And there's a weapon switch combo, because I can do that. Combo counter. I don't know what it's called. There's too many things. I mean, it is pretty fucking cool, you gotta admit. Alright, my god attack, I think, is ready. Use my god at- holy shit, I'm an actual god. Right, that's pretty great. Wake up, roll! Jesus Christ, tell me about some footsies. You guys tell me about some meaties and some cross-ups now. Dash from a knockdown. Oh, sorry, I've got to knock down in order to do this. Tutorials is generally best to put you in the state you need to be in order to pull that off, not wait for you to get there. Knock me down. Yeah, but then I can roll out of it. God, what's the rest of this game? If this is the combat system. It's like, is there such a thing as too much depth? I mean, more often than not, there isn't. It's just how you teach it. Which is the trickier part of it. Because you need your players to absorb all of that information. You also need your players to realize why those things are useful, so that they would actually use them. Oh, and if you press right as you hit the ground, you immediately get up. Which turns out I'm having apparently a few issues with the timing of. This isn't working. Okay, let's try and get this timing right. This isn't actually... Hey, that almost makes me think they've maybe made a mistake with that tutorial as to what button I'm supposed to be pressing, because that clearly isn't working. Oh, there we go. It's just a really difficult timing. Finished! That's it, guys. We've got to the bottom of the Mariana fucking brawler trench. Don't take that as I don't appreciate the fact that it has a ton of combat depth. Take it as, my god, that's a lot to try and absorb at once, and I'm not going to remember half of this shit. But that is pretty neat. Also, 2 days in a row of black and white games, by the way. Also, the name of this developer is literally Colorblind Games. No, I'm being deadly serious. Yeah, yes, like now to only use 2 combos the entire game. Yeah, pretty much. I imagine that's how it's gonna go. Click here for controller recommendations. They're trying to sell you controllers. You don't need it. You really don't need it. Keyboard and mouse is totally fine for this game. Hope I roll us down. Yeah, no shit, right? Well, you're gonna be expected to know all of this. Is this gonna be on the test? Yes, it's going to be on the exams. Better revise. You'll fail. You won't get into Aztec school. Alright. So what's the other part of this? Because I heard about the turn-based strategy comp. What the fuck? Alright. So this, I suppose, is the turn-based bit. So there's an inventory and a loadout system. And it seems like you capture cities and stuff. That's pretty cool. Ooh, and there's loot. Of course there is. There's gonna be loot and everything. You had to pick from different gods. Looks like there's a bunch of weapons I don't have access to yet. And cosmetic additions. So you can get new loincloths, yes. Kind of disappointed that they don't have enchanted loincloths, really, but hey. Alright, let's fuck some shit up. Because I actually don't believe it's going to be that hard to do. At least nowhere near as hard as they claimed it was. It's okay, I'm a master now, having learned every brawler combo ever in every video game. Well, that wasn't particularly difficult. The tutorial was literally harder than that. Alright. It does look kind of great though, doesn't it? I have to admit, I love the aesthetic. Brawling feels good as well, by the way. Feels pretty slick. Ooh, there's cards in it! Yay! Ball of light, so, oh, this is fucking neat. They didn't mention there were cards. Spawns a plunder event somewhere on the map. Sure, yeah. So I get to choose my common item, and I guess I can use that. I have agents? Holy fuck, this game's crazy. Look at all this stuff. Ooh. So if it's too easy, I have an item that can make it a bit harder. That's cool. I like that they included that. Right, so I can't activate this yet. Maybe I have to go on the next turn to be able to do that. Fucking agents? Wow. I only have 6 resources though, so I can't do anything with them yet. So you can neutralize descending cities, get random items, all kind of things like that. Alright. Nah, there's no microtransactions now. It's just a straight up buy for $15 game. Spoils of War. Common mission. Want to use it as items, I won't think. Do I want to do that right now, though? Because I can spawn that plunder event, right? Activate it. Maybe I can go do that instead. The ruins are lit, ladies and gentlemen. So I make it abundantly clear. Valuable item triple choice. Doesn't look like I'm going to be fighting too many tough things. I'm sure I can handle this. Famous last fucking words. Here we go. Okay, they know how to block and also do horrendously powerful attacks. Good to know. Oh, it's reminding me how to do a down attack. Why is there fucking lightning and shit everywhere? Oh my god, I made a horrible mistake. Right. And now they're headbanging as fuck. Alright. Right, okay. So rare plunder events with basic gear, hard. Good to know. Right. I have now bared that in mind. That was a bad thing. And also my character died. Does that end the game? It does. Wow. Is there permadeath? I think there is. Okay. Right. Well, that was a harsh lesson learned. Would have maybe been a little nice to be warned of that. But okay. I will bear that in mind in the future. 4-star events with basic level 1 character? Bad idea. Right. That was kind of brutal. There was shit flying all over the place. It is apparently a roguelite-y sort of thing. Alright, subjugate, sure. I don't know what the benefit of that is. I'm going to assume they generate stuff for me every turn. Sure, I will go and subjugate it. Oh god, these are the same enemies that I just fought. But surely the starting mission can't be that hard. Yeah, because these ones apparently don't know how to block, so this is much easier than last time. The amount of fucking technical stuff that's in the brawling, though, is intimidating, but also pretty fucking awesome. If you're good enough, it seems like you could just endlessly combo fools to the end of the universe, which definitely would not be a bad thing. There we go. I don't think using a hitbox or arcade stick is required to play this. I don't think it's quite that complex. Alright. Target city gets Festival of Carnage, which has extreme resources reward. Or eliminate target event at the cost of 3 resources. So we'll go with the Aztec ball thing, sure. There's like 4 cities, 36 tiles. I wonder if you can actually expand that. I can view these missions, but I'm going to assume you can only do... It looks like you might be able to get more than 1 Aztez, and probably if you get more than 1 Aztez, you'll be able to do maybe more than 1 mission every turn. So we get extra resources if I sacrifice things in the Festival of Glory. That sounds good. What else is available? I can subjugate another city. Sure, we'll do the, and if I perform 2 god attacks, I get cosmetic sets. Not that that's been anyway useful, but it's neat. That's also a lot more enemies than last time, so let's be a little bit more careful. Juggle forever! If you're good enough, anyway. Which I'm evidently not good enough to, but hey. Oh yeah, it's just that, alright. The game just froze up a little bit there for a second, which is a bit weird. I don't know why I did that. Nope, don't let him do that. Just kick them, bicycle kick them in the air again. Avoid that. Sacrifice him. Sacrifice him. Every sacrifice gives bonus resources. Get that god attack. Bomb! Yeah, there we go. Well, if you're gonna block me, I'm just gonna kick you in the head. Quick, do an air dash, cancel, super triple, ultimate revenge crit attack. Kungan tanks all and so forth. Get over here. Nope, that ain't happening. Just forever bicycle kicked into the air. We're sending you to space. There we go. Kick him in the head. Nope, that ain't happening. I saw that coming a mile away. This would be nice if in these combos you could actually do the whole sacrifice thing, because it feels a little disjointed to have to beat the crap out of them and then have them stand up again in order to actually make that work. It seems a little silly. I think it would be good if you didn't have to do that. Ow. Thought I avoided that, I guess not. It's like I probably didn't get my cosmetic set because I think I just took too long. Actually, it wasn't the cosmetic set from doing god attacks because it wanted me to do 2, which I did, I think. But yeah, you can definitely follow combos up relatively easily. And juggling is a real thing that can happen a lot. Yeah, I don't like that though. Like, I really, really don't like that aspect of it. That it seems that you could kick the shit out of something forever, and it doesn't matter how much damage you've done, then they'll stand up and be the sacrifice me thing. It's like, you need to be able to do that mid-combo to really make that smooth transition. Otherwise, it feels completely disjointed from the rest of the combat. Yeah, the dash has iframes. There might, you know, there may very well be an ability that you get later on that lets you do that or something, but by default you can't. Well, I got my cosmetic set. And I sacrificed a bunch, which means I get a bunch of resources. What do I want? The Noble set or the Kimika set? They both look pretty cool. Oh, the Noble 2 set. Which I apparently now can't change for some reason. Ow. It's probably under here or something. Ooh, that unlocks the God of War. Wait, I already have that, never mind. So, did that just unlock it and do I then have to collect it? I guess that might be how it works. Might as well use it. We've got the resources, right? Oh, that gives me an extra Aztez. I think that's good, right? Because if you run out of Aztez, you die. Supposedly that gave me an extra Aztez. I don't see an indication that that is the truth. Ah, okay. So it puts it in the inventory. Why would you ever not want to activate that? And now that means I should be able to go do that subjugate mission. Yes, it does, so it does work the way I thought it did. Okay. Oh, it uses an yeah, it's just a bit junky, right? That makes sense. You got to use the arrows on the side. You can't actually click. I was hoping for a drop down or something, but for some reason they decided no, it's not. Beat the shit out of them. So I still don't like that. That's the one thing that's sort of bothering me about it. Especially bearing in mind it's real easy to accidentally just kill them when they get up like that, especially when you're killing other stuff. So you see they get up and then you do that and then you've got to do the thing. And they don't have health bars either, so you actually don't know how much damage you've done to them. I guess maybe the best way is just not to worry about that. Missed out on the item by not doing a gun attack. Young conscript gets me another free Aztez. That's good. This one actually automatically activated, whereas the others didn't, which is a bit weird. Every blood vial build gives me +1 population. What that does, I don't know, because we haven't really been informed yet as to what the whole strategy layer actually seems to do. The tutorial was purely on learn every combo ever. There's definitely some depth here. The problem is they seem to have hidden it and not really explained how any of it works properly. So that is a problem. No big surprise. I mean, we are dealing with people who are very clearly fighting game developers. Alright, so I've got 2 minutes to fill as many blood vials as possible by the looks of it. Best way to do that would be that. I wonder if there's like maybe a multi-sacrifice move you can learn or something. That would be good if there were. As for you, I can kick you in the head, probably the way to go. Oh shit. Yeah, so while sort of doing those grab combos, you are at big risk of being nailed by another attack if you're not careful. Worth keeping an eye on. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm almost dead. I need to do something about that. Gathering blood does give you health back though, so good to know that. Festival come. Oh, it's because I died. Okay. But that still completes the festival. And as you saw, I have multiple Aztez now, so if my Aztez died, that's not really a problem. And I think I gained some bonus population from that. So you can sort of invest an Aztez into doing a thing. I'm not massively keen on the cosmetic. It's just like, well, it should probably have stats on it to be interesting. Oh, it doesn't even look like my Aztez did die. I think in a festival, I guess they don't. Alright, I think that's all I can do for this turn, unless there's something else. I could activate an agent. Is there any reason not to do that? I don't think so. Might as well. Yeah, join the Empire. Sure, why not? Not that I have any idea what that does, but I should read. There is a guide you can read, which probably does explain the strategy layer, but teaching you the strategy layer would have been much more sensible in the tutorial. Alright. There's another Festival of Glory. We could do that. We have 3 Aztez, so we should be able to take on 3 missions, in theory. Get some resources. Yeah, I mean, what's sort of abundantly obvious is that if you are going to enjoy the game, you are going to have to like the brawling aspect of it. The turn-based kind of card-based roguelite-y city-building aspect is neat. It's good that it's there, but simultaneously, it's not really gameplay per se. It's there to facilitate the brawling and add context to the brawling. You can't play just for that. You have to play and enjoy the brawling. You don't really have a choice in the matter there. Which, to be fair, the brawling is very good, so that's not that hard. I just don't like the sacrifice mechanic. Like I say, it's just way too disjointed from the rest of the combat flow. But, you know, this is definitely fun to do, though. A lot of juggling, a lot of cool combos and abilities. Decent amount of power behind your attacks. Nope. Ow. Wasn't quite meaning to let him do that, but I... There's also a big problem, like, how sacrifice is, like, really, really important to your ability to survive, because collecting that blood is what keeps you alive. Yeah, losing festivals doesn't lose you in Aztez. It would appear. And I got a bunch of resources off it, so that's good. We need to prevent the darkness and disgrace of the sun god, because that's terrible. Defeat all enemies in 2 minutes, prevents the darkness, perform 2 counters, get an uncommon item. I lose if the darkness occurs, which I assume is it in 2 minutes, or Aztez dies. Alright, so let's try and make this happen. Let's avoid that, or, you know, not. Yeah, you don't quite have to sacrifice to get all the blood, but it seems like it's a good way of getting a lot of it. And I think the more you combo, it seems like the more blood you will generate to be able to gather. Oh god, it's like, hey, let's use the iframes and fuck it up completely. God attack, which is really cool. I assume unlocking the other gods gives you a different kind of attack. I wonder if it does anything else other than that. I'm hoping it's a little bit more than just that. You'd think, like, wouldn't it make sense to have the sacrifice move be an auto blood gather? Because otherwise, why not just kick the shit out of them and gather that way? I'm not finished with you! Roman Reigns is garbage, and now so are you. There we go. You know, it'd be really nice if I really, like, cool announcer just shouting, it's like, incredible! Sacrificial blood fury blood. Yeah. Also, I didn't do the 2 counters. I keep meaning to do that. The little side objectives in the bottom right, and I was paying more attention to the faces of my enemies and kicking them repeatedly. We should prevent a drought. Sure. By kicking people. Why not? Might as well. Yeah, get me a new neutral city. Why not? There's no reason not to do that. Even though I don't know what any of this does. 4 of those spearmen and 2 of the guys with the shields and the clubs. Alright. Victory in 50 seconds or less gets me uncommon item. Alright, let's kick the shit out of these people. Here we go. Get out of the air, you hovering bastard. This is completely unnecessary. This really is. It's like, hey, do you want to hover in the air for like 5 minutes, effectively doing absolutely nothing? Well, we do have the game for you. Yeah, I really think Sacrifice should be Auto Blood Gather. I think it's actually pointless without that. Because they bleed enough if you just beat the shit out of them anyway for it not to really be of actual importance. Oh, and we were a little late on it as well. Oh well. We prevented the drought somehow by kicking people in the face, so hey. Drought prevented. Yes. Also, didn't I do that in... Oh, I was 2 seconds short. I was gonna say 2 minutes 8. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. Score goes up a ton. Yeah, but what does the score affect? Because it doesn't seem to affect much unless it's tied into the resource of the event itself. Can't use that. Oh, well, no, I prevented the drought, so I could use this. I have no Aztez left. Okay, that's fine. That's why. That explains it. Yeah. Remind me to use the Festival of Carnage next turn to get extreme resource bonus. It's a rainy year. I don't know what that means. So there's a network of spies over here for whatever reason. Should we use that Festival of Carnage? Sure, why not? And then just do that. Every kill is +1 read. That's a lot of stuff, potentially. Although, that's also a lot of really nasty enemies. Perform a 70-hit combo gets you a rare and valuable triple choice item. I don't think I'm going to pull that off, but okay. So, I'm glad the game believes in me. I don't. No. Ow. That did not go well at all. Ah, shit. Nope. Oh, that's a super armor move. Good to know. Nope. Now, none of that. I'll have some health back if you don't mind. It's kind of important considering the amount of fucking damage that can be done if you're not paying attention. Ah, yeah. You can die pretty fast. But festival's not really a problem. I only got 2 kills from that. Really, I only killed 2 things. Wow. Alright, I need to really work on that. That was not worth much at all. Alright, we should probably destroy the spy network and maybe subjugate that city, right? Although we do still have these agents we can use to do a lot of that. Like, why not just take over the neutral city? So we don't have to do the subjugation mission. I don't think we have any dissenting cities, as far as I know. Yeah, get an item. Military unit or a noble bride. I mean, we don't already have that, right? Oh, it's a one-use item, okay. And it doesn't cost resources unlike the agents, right? That makes sense. There we go. So it seems like it's about using the turns as efficiently as possible. Only fight where you absolutely have to, because you only have a limited number of units to do it with every turn. Form 1 kind of gets me a common item. I could surely manage that, he says. Remember how to do things. Come on, attack me, attack me, attack me. Not with that. No, I need something I can actually counter. That wasn't a counter, but you know. That I need to not be in the way of. Yes! There's a fucking attack if I ever saw one. Alright, come on, come on. Come on, hit me. Hit me, you bastard. Well, if you're not gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you. You can hardly blame me for that, right? Nope, don't want to be in part of that. Infinite bicycle kick knock-up combos are available for a low price of $4.99 right here. There we go. Yeah, the ground slam is doable. I'm glad I pulled that off, as I kept fucking that up. I think because I was trying to do it diagonally. And I didn't get my common aim, because none of them were any good. Make the enemies better. Alright, we have a Festival of Glory there. I have 9 resources left. Is there any more agents I can use? Yeah, I could. I don't think... Do we even have a descending city? Right now, we don't. No, we don't. Yeah, just give me another item. Might as well. Creator's Flower removes all missions and respawns them. Gold Obelisk. Increases target city by 3 population. We still haven't figured out exactly what that means yet. But give more stuff to Tenochtitlan, of course. When did that ever go wrong, historically? Alright, let's do the Festival of Glory and get some more resources. It is neat. Like I say, the strategy level is a bit abstract right now, and the tutorial is far more focused on teaching you air combos than it is what any of that shit means. So, a lot of it is down to your tolerance of that. But to be fair, since the gameplay does very much seem to be the brawling, not that, I guess that's not by any stretch something that's unreasonable. Knock him up again! Yes! But yeah, if you're into fighting games in particular, I think you'll get a lot out of it, because it's very obvious the developers were. Alright, if you're gonna be like that... Oh, I thought I had enough blood. I guess not. Now I do. No, I don't. Wait, my blood's full. Why can't I do a god attack? I guess it's not quite as full as it looks. But yeah, you can grab people and mid-combo throw them as well. There we go, that should do the trick. Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting. Those guys have super armor. Either you counter-attack that, or you throw them. Yeah, I'm not being literal when I say I was making it. Never mind. Yeah, it's a $20 game, not a $5 game. Ooh, high military weapons set. Yes. Why would I not want this? I mean, it's cosmetics, but hey. Yeah, it's kind of a shame they're cosmetics. So I do sort of wish that those had stats and things on them. Because, like, it seems like there's an obvious RPG aspect that this game kind of should have that isn't there. If it were multiplayer, it would be understandable that it didn't have that, but in this case, that's quite clearly not. The skin system is weird as well. It's like, hey, I can make the sword look like that. I mean, cool, but why? Like, who am I going to show that off to? Well, apparently shit's going down over there for whatever reason. Alright. Let's see what missions are generated. So I can do a security contract in my main city. Subjugate. Which, again, we could really just do through the neutral thing anyway, so I don't really see any reason to ever do that. It does take more every time you do it, but... What else would you spend your resources on? Getting 5 resources seems fine. Now perform 1 counter, I get +3. Assume I'll ever remember how to do that properly. Yeah, because I feel like this should be a sword with different stats and shit on it, right? Not just cosmetically different. Stop trying to hit me and hit me! Come on, I actually need you to hit me because I want your resources. Can you, please? Alright. Nope, that was a bad counterattack. I apparently can't remember how to do this properly. Come on. Hit me! Hit me! I want the bonus resources. There we go. That's counterattack. Cool. Now I'll murder the rest of you. Because why the fuck not? Well, that was a waste of everybody's time, but hey. There are weapons in the game. I haven't unlocked any of them yet, though. I don't even know how you do it. But the thing is, it's like I'm saying, why wouldn't you have, in a game like this, especially where you've got this sort of meta layer where you're gathering items and stuff, have just different variants of those weapons with different stats, maybe elemental procs and stuff like that? That just seems like a really, really obvious thing to include, and it's weird that it's not here. Am I just expecting every game to have loot in it? I just don't get the point of the cosmetics in a single-player game. I just don't. It's neat to be able to cosmetically customize, but wouldn't it be neater to cosmetically customize that also had stats and stuff on it? I mean, I'm not going to go after these cosmetic sets because I don't really give a damn. It's not like my AI cares how I look. It's like, hey, Amazon Echo, tell me, is my fashion sense up to par today? That Aztec loincloth fashion sense. I had to get these long jumps, sort of, because you can combo these long jumps into shit as well, and I need to get that right. Come on. It's about time you got fucked. Thank you. Keep kicking them into space! Not that I don't appreciate a good air joke, because I fucking do. Also, the AI did a really cool thing there. I actually wonder if that's something that you as a player can do as well. Look, you're stabbing. Nope, that was a bad time to attempt that. As was that. God attack. There we go. That should sort some of that shit out. Nope! Don't want to be there. I'm not really sure what the point of bash is if it doesn't go through shields. The way to get through shields is to throw them, basically. And drop kick the fuck out of them. And bicycle kick them forever! Can juggle, will juggle. There we go. I think if you've beaten the shit out of somebody, you should kind of just assume they're going to be in a state to sacrifice when you pick them up from the ground. You know what would be nice, actually, is when they drop the ground, if they, like, flashed red to indicate that when they're about to get up, they'll be in a sacrificial state. That would add a little bit more flow to the combat, I think. I don't really care. That's the problem with these sets. It's like, oh, people download cosmetic mods. Yeah, they do. They're mods. And that's why the minority of people get them. Because actually, most people don't give a shit about this. I prefer things to be game features that are sort of worthy of pursuit. I'm not going to put the effort in for something that literally doesn't matter. Might as well just turn them back to non-descending cities, because I assume, like, they start to take over areas nearby or something. Ah, I missed the bicycle kick. Really disappointing. More sacrifice. Blood for the blood god. You can sort of follow that up with a dash, followed by a drop kick, followed by a follow-up bicycle kick and shit. Pretty cool. Followed by a that, which is probably never going to get old. But if it does, well, that's probably my own fault. And I should just stop with the video games forever. Because I'm obviously just done. If that kind of shit ever gets boring for me in video games, it's time for me to change careers. God, every time I see, like, anything, it's just like, oh, the video games art debate. There is no video games art debate. You literally made that up. Anyone that still debates that video games are art in any respect is just stupid and isn't even worthy of your fucking time. And what even is the point? They are or they're not. Cool. What does that mean then? Oh, it has no practical implication of any sort. Then who gives a fuck? Don't get me started on people that don't understand the idea that fucking gameplay is art. Don't get me started on those people. They're very, very dumb. Yeah, it's pretty neat. You know, I don't think we're gonna discover all that much more on stream for it. I'll play a bit more of it to see sort of where the strategy layer goes and read the guide. But it's cool, you know, but it is very, very much a game where you must enjoy that brawling aspect of it, because the strategy layer is mostly, at this point anyway, superfluous. It's just a means to getting stuff, which in this case you can see that will let me unlock different weapons. We should probably do that, actually. Let's go get the spear, because I want to try it out and see how the spear handles versus the other stuff. The mean spin end is fine. It's just, you know, it's nice to be able to make some meaningful decisions, and there are some. There are definitely some in there. You know, using your resources and choosing what you use your resources and limited Aztez on is absolutely a meaningful choice. There's not really a doubt about that. Also, you know, not eating those attacks is a meaningful choice that I should be making. I still think sacrifice can be done better, though. Get struck less than 4 times. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Or maybe it will. Yeah, there will be, there's that repetition. But yeah, getting the additional weapon is good because you can switch mid-combo, which gives you a ton of extra depth. So now if I load the spear out, there we go, so number 2, we can combo the 2. Ooh, there's an uncommon item there if I deal with the plague. Speaking of getting an item, let's conjure one. Idol of Tlak makes it rain, and negotiation assets eliminates combat event. Yeah, if you don't deal with all these events in one turn, bear in mind, I could get the club now, but, and you could find me in the club, but if I don't deal with these events, then I'm gonna be in trouble. And this, oh my god, what the fuck, the 16 of whatever that is. Alright, well, now's the perfect time to test out the spear. Oh my god, you can charge through people with it and do damage during a dash? That's actually amazing. Holy fuck, that's good. Look at the combos! This is the combo that never ends. Okay, this game just got way better. I made the right choice with the spear, I think. Just sacrifice everything! Are we quite finished, you bastards? Like, the mid-combo switch out is fucking awesome. Go airborne with it! Yes! Now kick him in the face a bunch! Oh, you can do it like eagle dive with it. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Oh, that's the best bit of brawlers, being able to do shit like that. I love that switch out is really awesome. There's like a slight slowdown to indicate that you've done it. And then you just continue your combo. And there's 8 weapons in the game, bear in mind, that all have different movesets and things. And you can carry up to 4 of them, I believe, at once. So there's a lot of options there. There we go. I attack for 8 billion points! Spanish gold? Or the trickster drum. Ooh, that unlocks a new god. Yes. We were interested in kind of how that worked. Yeah, we could use that to quell dissent there to get rid of that mission, so we don't have to deal with it. And then it also means we can unlock the club this turn. Which you can find really up. Yeah. You get the idea. So I should be able to use that pretty much immediately. So I could pick the Fortune God. You know what would be nice? Hover over tooltips, tell me what the fuck I just picked. That would be good, wouldn't it? Let us unlock that club. I mean, that's one way to prevent the plague, yeah, sure. And all these guys have shields, so my incredible combo has turned to naught. And they also do that shit, which... You do attack a lot faster in grabs when you have that equipped. Swap! It does still make dealing with these enemies annoying as fuck, though. I will say that. Yeah, I'm trying to get my god attack going with this, just so I can figure out what's going on with it. You can attack them while they're attacking, but otherwise they're like, shield, 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 shield. Yeah, we get the idea, mate. Yes, it's very impressive. You've got a shield, we get it. You can toss the enemy into other enemies, which might maybe break the guard for a second, but I don't think it actually does. For fuck's sake. Oh my god, I got blown up, and I lost an Aztez as a result. Hopefully I didn't lose the weapon, too. Yeah, so apparently the club training, a little harder than I thought. And yeah, losing an Aztez is a resource. So you can see he's dead. Alright, yeah, that's got some really cool stuff going for it. I'll play a bit more of it. I'll probably do a video on this for tomorrow. I do like it, though. It's got a lot to it. There's just a few weirder missions that don't quite make sense to me. Like I said, I think, you know, cosmetic loot shouldn't really just be cosmetic. It should probably have stats on it. The strategy layer should be a little bit less opaque. And the way sacrifice works should probably be an auto blood gather. And maybe if you just comboed someone enough airborne, there was like an auto sacrifice when they landed. Because it's just weird to be able to beat the shit out of somebody forever, and then they get up and that's when they're like, hey, you can sacrifice me now. It's like, you're dead 5 times over already. Like I said, it interrupts flow of combat. Otherwise, like, there's a shit ton of stuff going on in the brawling, and holy fuck, the weapon combos are amazing. Feels really, really good. Yeah, there's some pretty sweet stuff going on there. And there's an arena mode as well. Tracks your stats and stuff. Yeah. Putting the instruction manual in the game like this, maybe there might be a better way of doing this. I can't even figure out how to navigate. You navigate it with dot, for fuck's sake. Oh, dear. Ah, down an A is a sweep that breaks blocks. I did not know that. That is something that would have been really useful to have been taught in the tutorial. Bear in mind, I probably was taught in the tutorial along with the 65 other things it tried to teach me all at once. So, useful to know. Down and attack with any weapon performs a sweep which breaks blocks. Yeah. Oh, you can knock prone enemies back into the air with a bounce. Yes. Absorb? Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, that's what's doing that, yeah. That's the enemy states. Yeah, they could have done a much better job of teaching this. I mean, fuck, they've got, like, damage tables and stuff. They've got frame information! Yes, this was definitely done by people who played a lot of competitive fighting games. Population generates income, yep. Those are the effects of that. Descent spreads. Those are events. Those are agents. Items. Artifacts. Oh, those are permanent unlocks? So it seems like in the next game I will already have access to those things. Yep, and these are the guys that made it. That's a very small number of people. That's really impressive. I want to find out who these two people in particular are. Ben Ruse, there's no way he doesn't have some significant connection to the FGC if he's got all this stuff in his game. Yeah, it's very much kind of like a board game layer. You're totally right there. The strategy layer is exactly that. It reminds me a bit of like a less involved version of Hand of Fate. It's like, this is like the backwards Hand of Fate. You know, Hand of Fate, its weakest part was its brawling, and its strongest part was the kind of deck exploration layer. In this game, the strongest part is the brawling, and the weakest part is the strategy overlayer. It's still pretty fucking cool, though. It's really cool. Yeah, we're going to be playing another game after this. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to figure out which game to play, but we're going to have a look at something else. Or I could just jump right into Lawbreakers, which I'd be totally okay with putting an hour into as well. I could totally go for streaming some Lawbreakers right now. But I'll take a quick break first. This is definitely getting a video for tomorrow, though. I'll investigate a little bit more after the stream, dig a bit more into the strategy layer, and then get it done. But what a cool idea. Fucking good. Like, in many ways, it's really, really good. There's just a couple of things I'd like them to change that would make it much, much better. All right, take a break. When we come back, probably Lawbreakers. Most likely. I'd like to try Foxhole, but I think we need other people for that. Like, we need to get some people together, which I currently don't have access to. So that's more of a game that I'll need other people to play with me. The other thing I might like to play is Gigantic, but Lawbreakers makes sense because I don't need a team for that. All right, we'll be right back after the break, and we'll get some Lawbreaking done. Hey, folks, sorry, I'm just going to have to wrap this up today. I've got a couple of things IRL that are, frankly, far more important than need to be dealt with. Apologies for that. Hopefully you enjoyed what we had, and of course we'll be streaming tomorrow as well. Check the stream schedule, the events list, and you'll know about that. I may come back later. Just keep an eye on my Twitter. I might be able to resume later, and we'll do the Lawbreakers that we want to do, okay? Thanks for your support, as always. Thanks for watching, and I will, if not earlier, see you tomorrow.